Breaking, U.S. Supreme Court rules Trump's global tariffs unconstitutional. In a historic 6-3 decision, the U.S. Supreme Court held that many of President Donald Trump's broad tariffs imposed on foreign imports were illegal because he lacked constitutional authority to enact them under the International Emergency Economic Powers Act, IEEPA. The court ruled only Congress has the power to impose taxes like tariffs, not the president acting alone under a vague emergency law. Chief Justice John Roberts wrote for the majority that the emergency statute does not authorize sweeping tariff powers, rejecting the administration's justification. 3 justices dissented, arguing the tariffs were within presidential authority. This ruling marks a major check on executive power, overturning one of Trump's signature economic tools and reshaping U.S. trade policy. Immediate benefits for American consumers and companies. Lower costs for businesses. The tariffs struck down were taxes on imported goods that American companies and consumers were ultimately paying. Research shows U.S. businesses and households bore roughly 96% of the cost, not foreign exporters. With tariffs invalidated, importers may lower prices, improving margins. Retailers and consumer product companies' stocks surged immediately on the news. Potential price relief for consumers. As import levies are removed or rolled back, prices on many everyday goods could fall over time, from electronics and clothing to household items. Boost to business confidence. Restoring legal certainty can ease logistical planning and international contracts that were disrupted by unpredictable tariff changes. Immediate impact on the U.S. economy. Market reaction. Stock markets ticked up as investors digested reduced costs for companies that rely on imports. Some bond yields rose on concerns about future Treasury obligations tied to potential refunds. Reduction in tax drag. Economists estimate the struck-down tariff regime shaved economic growth by acting like a broad tax increase on the economy. Removing it could modestly ease a drag on GDP growth. Trade and international relations. Foreign nations, including key partners like Canada, Mexico, India, and European countries, may now trade with fewer U.S. barriers, reducing retaliation and easing tensions. Refunds. What happens to the billions already collected? The ruling opens the door for potential refunds of tariffs previously collected, estimated to be roughly $175+ billion, but how that will work is currently unclear and will be complex. Millions in tariff payments may need to be returned to American importers and companies that paid the duties. The government has not yet laid out a refund plan, and legal challenges could continue for months. Treasury and courts may face administrative challenges distributing refunds, which some officials have warned could be a mess. Why this matters for every American and your vote. The power of voting. This ruling underscores why citizens' voices matter at the ballot box. Trade policy and economic law are shaped by elected lawmakers, not unilateral executive action. When voters elect members of Congress, they decide who has the authority to make major economic decisions like tariffs. Not participating in elections can mean laws and policies you don't support are still implemented, often without direct public input. Lesson: your vote influences who writes laws, oversees trade policy, and holds leaders accountable. Failing to vote can give extreme power to a small group and diminish ordinary Americans' influence.